Hello, 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 hello. I want to just talk about this weekend. My grandson had a birthday party. Turning 11. He's not the youngest. The youngest grandchild is, I think, 7. Okay, but it was a beautiful thing, but it turned out well. I just had an issue with I was surprised that my granddaughter showed up. Now, mind you, we don't have any kind of relationship at all. I don't know where she lives. She don't know where I live. I don't know her phone number. She don't know my phone number. I don't know nothing about what's going on in her life. So, of course, naturally, I don't know my great grandkids. Mine, she has 6 of them. And when she came in, this is I'm gonna tell you about what's going on with our kids. Not that mine. I'm not talking about all kids is like this. Thank God they're not. But when my granddaughter came in the house, uh, she spoke. She came over, gave me a hug and everything, and asked me how I was doing. I said, "Okay, I'm doing good. How are you doing?" And all that. But her kids just stood there. She didn't tell them to say hi to anybody, not even the mother, not even the sister, not nobody. What are we teaching our kids? Nothing. And you know what's more important in education? Life skills. Life skills get you further in life. Uh, would have been nice if she would have said, "Okay, I don't even know the kid's name," and she know I don't. She know I don't know these kids. I haven't seen these kids in 3 years. And mind you, we live in the same city. Uh, and she know I could not name any of these kids. So you would have think she would have came over and said, "Oh, my grandma, this is such and such. Say hi to say hi to great grandma." Nothing. She didn't say, I can't even begin to tell you their name. She didn't say, "Well, hey, this is your aunt, your great aunt." No, nothing. And then, and I asked her, I said, and I asked him, I said, this is really bothering me. It's sad. And I said, "Do you know who I am?" He said, "No." And I told my granddaughter, I said, "You know what? Your kids don't even know who I am." And you know what she said? Nothing. Not a damn thing. She just looked at me and turned her head as to say, and they never will. And then my daughter, she had a friend that dropped off her son, which is a friend of 7 years, dropped off her son. Now he was a little bit older than my grandson, but The friend, he just sat there alone playing his one of his handheld games the whole time. Didn't engage with nobody. Didn't talk to nobody. My grandson did try to get him involved. You want to come throw the ball with us or something? No, he's 14, and with a girlfriend. They say, I don't know if that's still true or what. Um, they're not teaching these kids manners or to be cordial or curious about others and things. And then there was another parent that was over there with her kids. Her kids was talking really reckless with to her. Um, a lot of complaining, and they don't speak. They're not teaching the kids to speak to adults. And I'm telling you, this been going on a long time, because I remember years ago I was over at these people's house, and it was me and another lady sitting there, and this young man came in, and he spoke to the lady next to me. Didn't say a damn thing to me. And nobody said anything. I'm like, wow. I just thought that was really odd. I mean, what are we teaching our kids? And you wonder why these kids are like they are. And then my great grandkids, they came over and they looked at a mess. It's like she didn't even bother to dress them up to look real nice when they come over to the birthday party. It's like, oh, y'all come on in. We get ready to go to the party. It's like, and to me, it sounds like, I mean, it looks like this was a last minute thing. It was like, well, let me take them so they could eat something and have some fun, you know. And it's like they just got up out the bed or just came from outside playing and decided to come over. Didn't even take the chance to even look presentable. And I asked her about her mom, which is my daughter, and she's like, well, I seen her yesterday. Yeah, everybody doing all fine. And that was it. No conversation. And they looked so sad. I couldn't invite nobody to my party. But of course it's for the kids. So but if I knew somebody like that, she wouldn't be coming to my house. That's why I really never gave my kids birthday parties, because I didn't know anybody to even come. Because my I didn't have no family. I didn't have any friends with kids. I didn't have no family that would come. Why do we do people like that? That's just the way the world is. It doesn't, I look at it like this: as long as they happy, the kids, they have their kids, they living their life, and that's all that matters. Because I can't, um, And that's the way it is with my other kids. I have a granddaughter, never sent me no pictures, never even told me. No, my grandson just had a baby back in December. Never told me he was expecting, never sent me a picture. I haven't talked to him. The child is about to turn a year. Nobody's ever said anything to me. And, I can never say it don't hurt because these are kids that I was close to when they were young. I took care of them. But then when my daughter lost them and the other grandmother got them, it was two boys, twin boys. And when the other grandmother got them, and this is the sad part about it is I couldn't get them because of something that happened over 30 years ago. And that's got to stop. That's got to end because I got my kids took in 30 years ago. And they're going to try to tell me, no, you can't get your grandson. And and another, my daughter, she got in trouble. This is just something that happened. She, they took my grandson and I went down there to try to get him. And they said I couldn't because of something that happened 30 years ago. That's something that's got to stop. We got to do something about that because how in the world are you going to stop me from getting my grandson that have been living with me since he been in this world? Uh, but getting back to my grandsons, the other grandmother got him, and really she raised them until they got 18. She um and they won't speak to me. These are the same ones that they stayed with me. I took care of them while my daughter was homeless. I took care of them. I took care of my twin grandsons, and I had my twin girls. I did stuff for them. I was trying to be the best grandmother, but so my grandkids don't speak to me. My daughter doesn't speak to me. I don't know why. It's crazy. I don't even know what else to say. But it's just this has to stop. I mean, come on. You have to care about your family and your parents and your siblings and your grandkids. Why do you hate the people that how do you turn against people that we was close, we was friends, we stayed together, we played together, we got high together, we we went out together, and then all of a sudden, and this is the saddest part about it is my youngest kids, the ones that about to turn 30, they can't stand now. They won't even speak to them, and they've never done anything to them. If anything, they tried to help them. They would ask them for money and all this stuff, never paid them back. But now, um, They would literally say your kids, but these are your sisters. But they would say your kids. And they have literally said, I hate them. I try to get the answer, but there's no answer. How do you hate your siblings? Oh, well. But I just want to say, we got to do better. How are these kids going to grow up? I have 9 great grandkids. I mean, great grandkids. And 13 grandkids. And I only know one out of all of those kids. I only know of one. It's like,
today is Monday, October 21st. WOSU 89.7 NPR News, part of the NPR network. Support comes from ProArte Ohio, formerly Lancaster Chorale, Central Ohio's professional vocal
thank you for
ensemble,
listening.
presenting glories of Rome, splendors of Venice, October